very good morning to all our Sports Today family members. These are the latest reports that are doing the rounds this Sunday. And today is the third T20I between India and New Zealand. But before I come to that, these are the several major developing stories that have come in the last 24 hours. The first is ICC have threatened. ICC have threatened sanctions against Pakistan if they go ahead and withdraw from the T20 World Cup. Now, the ICC are reportedly very unhappy with the situation that has happened, and they have said if Pakistan go ahead and withdraw from this T20 World Cup, we'll see no NOC given to Pakistan players for any foreign leagues, Asia Cup suspension, no more bilateral series with Pakistan, and very heavy financial sanctions on them. So this is the current situation that is enveloping because Pakistan chose to go the way that Bangladesh wanted to go. Now, whether Pakistan are going to boycott the T20 World Cup, will they walk the walk? That is the one thing that we have to analyze at this point in time. See, Mohsin Naqvi yesterday, in a speech which can at best be dismissed as nothing serious, because if he wants permission from the Pakistan government, but he is the Pakistan government. Mohsin Naqvi is the Interior Minister of Pakistan. Why on earth does he need to put Shahbaz Sharif in the loop? So this is typical Pakistan empty threats which should be dismissed. Although, personally, I would not want to see Pakistan in any form of a contest in cricket. This will not happen. They will just give this kind of token talk so that to give this illusion that yes, we are with our Bangladesh friends. They just have to give this token talk. So if Pakistan goes ahead and decides to boycott this T20 World Cup in solidarity with Bangladesh, what will then happen is ICC are going to slap very heavy sanctions on Pakistan, and it will involve things which are bilateral and financial. This is the thing that Pakistan are staring at. So the choice is theirs. If they want to boycott the T20 World Cup, they are more than welcome to do it. But be prepared for far heavier fines and sanctions than Bangladesh. Now, on the other hand, Bangladesh, at this point in time, they must be wondering what they need to do. Because Bangladesh are now not in the T20 World Cup anymore. Scotland are going to replace them. Scotland will play the 3 games in Kolkata and in Mumbai that is there. But there is a very interesting development on the sidelines because the Bangladesh Cricket Board have retained Shakib Al-Hasan in the central contracts list. Now, this is very interesting. Shakib Al-Hasan, who has not been part of the Bangladesh team for the last couple of years due to the deteriorating political climate that was there. Remember, he was part of the Awami League and he was named in an FIR in a murder accused situation that happened in Dhaka during the revolution. Since then, he hasn't returned. But Shakib Al-Hasan now finds himself in the BCB central contracts list now. There's a clear thing that the BCB want to put things that happened in the past behind Shakib Al-Hasan. The new government that is going to come in on February 12th has signaled an intention to move on, and Shakib Al-Hasan will be back for the Bangladesh team. Now, you all have to remember that the murder charges that have been framed against Shakib Al-Hasan when he was not in the country was a clear-cut political vendetta that was been pointed out. So that is why Shakib Al-Hasan is in the BCB central contracts list. Is he going to come back to Bangladesh? Is he going to play for Bangladesh again? Because remember, he wanted to make his retirement before all of this had happened. But now I think it's just not. It is 38 years old. Shakib is 38 years old. He may want to play a series in Bangladesh and then call it quits. Or if there is an outside chance, maybe he could feature in the 2027 ODI World Cup for Bangladesh as well. So Bangladesh may get their star talisman back. Let's see how that pans out. So at this point in time, these are the two developing events. Now, India versus New Zealand is going to take place in the third T20I in Guwahati. Will India make it 3-0 and continue the domination? Because remember, India, they have ticked all the boxes. There is no concern about Surya Kumar Yadav's form anymore. He had hit an 80, then he hit a 32 in the first game. Will he continue the dominance even today? So that is the thing we are looking at this point in time. So Surya Kumar Yadav and the Indian cricket team are firing on all cylinders before the T20 World Cup. And the T20 World Cup at this point, it's like, who can stop India? It's India, and then the rest of the teams are here. So we are looking at India dominance in a big way at this stage. Now let's shift our attention to other sports. Novak Djokovic was almost in danger of getting disqualified because he was like saying, okay, I've missed the shot. He was in frustration. He hit the ball and it just passed the ball girl. If it had hit the ball girl, perhaps he would have been disqualified, like the way how it happened in the US Open in 2020, when Djokovic apparently inadvertently hit the ball in anger. It hit the linesman that was there and he was disqualified. Here he was facing a very similar situation. So Novak Djokovic at this point in time, he almost risked disqualification, but now he has moved ahead. Carlos Alcaraz and Arena Sabalenka have also moved on. So that is the way we are looking at it at this stage. Then when you have to look at all the other sporting events that is there. 1 second, folks. Just 1 second. All right. So yes. So that is the current situation involving. Now in the Tata Steel chess, yet again it was a rather mixed day for the Indian contingent that was there. So the chances of an Indian winning the Tata Steel chess looks very difficult at this point in time. So Gukesh's heartbreak yesterday was simply too much to take, and that is why it's not looking good for the Indian contingent at the Tata Steel chess tournament. So those are the latest sporting events that are doing the rounds here. We will be following the India versus New Zealand T20. Remember, this ICC drama now is over. Unless Pakistan decide to do something out of the blue and say, no, we are now going to boycott, then be prepared for heavy sanctions. So I'll take a couple of comments. Let's see Pak reply to ICC if they have the guts. Kevin Kumar, no, they don't have the guts at this point in time. No, it's not happening. I mean, although we want Pakistan to commit harakiri, it's not happening for them. They are just not going to ensure this, and this is just empty sympathy, empty tokenism that has been directed at Bangladesh when you have to look at it, because they also have to take a stance. Remember, we all know where the rest of the countries stand when it comes to Pakistan and Bangladesh. They were comprehensively outvoted in the ICC board meeting that happened. So there is no way that Pakistan are going to follow up in it. I don't think ICC have the guts to play ICC without Pakistan. Sarvesh Gaurav. See, if Pakistan's government says that they will withdraw, then Pakistan might withdraw. Then the ICC will impose sanctions. Because now this was an issue between Bangladesh and ICC. Pakistan just jumped into it for the heck of it and just to make a point which has no standing whatsoever at this stage. Shiva Subramanian saying T20 World Cup revenue also dropped, Pakistan pulls out, right? Or it only affects Pakistan? See, whatever will happen, revenue will drop for the ICC as well, because the India-Pakistan game and all Pakistan games would happen. But on the other hand, Pakistan will also face massive issues. There will be no bilateral series with Pakistan. There will be sanctions imposed on players for NOCs to foreign leagues. There will also be severe financial implications, and their Asia Cup participation will also be taken away. That is the thing we are looking at this stage. What India should have done, Bangladesh doing it with what the fuss about? Well, see, we should have done it. We should have done it at this point, but I don't know why. Why do we want to insist playing with a rogue state at this point? Why do we want to play with a rogue terrorist nation like Pakistan? Why? There is lots of evidences that we shouldn't play with them. Yet we play with them. And then we do all the dramebazis of this no handshake and all the other things that are associated with it. Anyway, Feb 1, Under-19 World Cup, we will see India-Pakistan again. Feb 15th, India-Pakistan T20 World Cup, it will happen. Then in that sense, freaking awesome is like saying India have won in England have won Colombo after 18 long is the second ODI victory in Colombo and 12 ODIs. Great. Yes, yesterday England finally won after a long time. Yeah, indeed. I know. Why does this happen to me in a live? I just cannot understand it. So Ashnik, why so much hue and cry when Pakistan and Bangladesh will be out from the group stage itself? There is no hue and cry, Ashnik. What we want to say is, if Pakistan want to do it, more than welcome. As I have always maintained from the previous two lives, good riddance to bad rubbish. We can't have teams that don't play cricket. They only indulge in theatrics. Simple. Pakistan, Bangladesh are in their own delusion. They decided to opt out because they wanted to link something with everything. So, as I've always mentioned, good riddance to bad rubbish. If they don't want to play, please don't. Please don't play. The world is better off. The world will move on. Simple. And anyway, India-Pakistan games don't have novelty at all. It's a very boring encounters that are there. So, USA will be upset if Pakistan pulls out. Shiva Subramaniam very naughty at this stage. So, yes, Pakistan, Bangladesh, out of, if we want to see that, no. Pakistan are going to be there in the T20 World Cup. 2-3 days, let's wait and watch what happens. So, thank you so much folks for joining us for this morning wrap. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis.